Welcome back. So the ERG have openly threatened Boris Johnson and whoever wins the leadership contest. You're about to see Brexit hardman Steve Baker openly send a message stating they'll bring down the Prime Minister if their policy on Northern Ireland isn't followed through. Now, if you're unaware who the ERG are, they're like a cult-like group that's infiltrated the Conservative Party. They're not true Conservatives, and they're the reason that we left the European Union to begin with. David Cameron agreed to the referendum to avoid them splitting the party. Boris Johnson agreed to drop his oven-ready deal the following year if they voted it through Parliament. He lied, surprise surprise. And now you'll see that they're fully behind Rishi as they don't trust Johnson. Normally they're quite secretive, but here you can see them out in the open sending that clear message.
OK, now everyone is talking about Boris Johnson. It feels like he is perhaps the biggest threat to Rishi Sunak right now. And he's flying back from his Caribbean holiday. Will you wait or won't you run? Locked in late-night talks with Rishi Sunak. Do you think he would be a good Prime Minister the second time round?
There's a lot of love out there for Boris Johnson, and I respect that. I mean, I've been a big fan of Boris Johnson so many times, but this isn't the time for Boris's style. I mean, I'm afraid the trouble is, because of the privileges vote, Boris would be a guaranteed disaster. That the current policy on the Northern Ireland Protocol must be continued. And I think this is another absolutely crucial point. Whoever wins this contest, the only policy that can be successfully carried through on Northern Ireland is the one that we have. And everyone should understand that. Because if say, Rishi doesn't, or Penny, didn't carry through that policy, the Eurosceptics would implode the government. There's absolutely no doubt. They've been very quiet, but the Eurosceptics really care about this issue of the whole UK leaving the jurisdiction of European law. And again, whatever anyone else may think, my colleagues and friends like Bill Cash and Mark Francois and John Redwood, they are not going to tolerate any diversion, any equivocation on this point. So whether it's Rishi or Penny or Boris, the same policy must be carried forward on the Northern Ireland Protocol. People should look at recent history and understand that in similar circumstances, the same effect will happen. We know what a Boris Johnson government will be like. We know how members of Parliament will vote if when the privileges issue comes up. And we know how Eurosceptics will respond if they feel betrayed over the Northern Ireland Protocol. We just know how they will. And this is not an issue for me. I don't ever want to be any part of any kind of rebellion ever again. I've done enough of that for 7 years.
You've done quite a lot of it.
But the point is, what I'm trying to do this morning, I have done a lot, I'm afraid. But what I'm trying to reflect on here is that, irrespective of what I think, those Eurosceptic colleagues who I know and love like brothers and sisters, they will absolutely not tolerate any divergence from what we've said we're going to do. And again, look at the recent past. Again, it doesn't matter whether people like it or not, they will do what they will do, and that is they will bring down any Prime Minister who doesn't deliver on this issue.
Suella Braverman is a member of the ERG, and you should see her trying to avoid questions about the group in this video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.